It's a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football. As our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys made a statement last week, winning in blowout fashion. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and we'll show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Steelers.
Running left, it's Warren. To the 43, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This is 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Shadur. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm that is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength can make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
To the air, Williams. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 7-yard gain. And the Steelers first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Pass complete there to Nakua. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 95 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
They go play action now. Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well. And I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process. And that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw now, here's Sanders. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Us out past the 20 to the 24. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we've ever talked to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
No gain on the
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Now Sanders. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Sanders.
3rd and 5.
It's out, it's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a return will stop right around the 25. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll go play action here with Williams. Shifts past him. He is out of bounds right around the 34. 3rd and 2.
It's now 3rd down.
To throw, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Seahawks.
Here's Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing is Williams. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To the air once more, Williams. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do.
Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Looking to put a drive together. Following the fumble recovery, Sanders. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Sanders. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Ryan Stonehouse in punt.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jennings. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
6 yards. And the Seahawks
throwing again here, Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Outright, caught by Chosen. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. This one swung out to Williams. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
They juked him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Steelers set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but it will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sanders to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Quinton Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's Sanders. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 8. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw, it's Williams. This one brought in by Jefferson. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
To the air, Williams. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And the Steelers first down.
Warren will try the right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. To throw now, here's Sanders. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Shador. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Steelers first down.
On the give, it's Warren. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Seahawks.
Handoff for Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders will try to pick it up himself. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Sanders. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
It's a loss of 5.
It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
14-yard line.
Sanders. Under pressure, they got him again. Clinton Williams able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Williams. It's complete to Jones. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From the 35, here's second down and a yard. Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just short of midfield.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Seattle.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
Throwing is Williams. And this one is incomplete. But Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 39.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Sanders now. A final shot before break. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the LA Rams. And it's a man with over 1,200 yards receiving from last year, Jerry Jeudy. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Seahawks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Williams.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing, Sanders. The short throw pulled in by Woods.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that is incomplete. The veteran with Sewell Douglas able to break that one up.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Pass to the right, there's Jones.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
A gain of 10 yards. Steelers.
Now they send a man in motion right. On play action, here's Shadur. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the goal is nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time to run.
And the pressure gets to him again. And not a good time for this sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. A gain of 12. And the Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now an option play on second down. He has enough for the first down and a keeper, a gain of 6.
A gain of 6. And the Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Steelers 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
A gain of 15.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
64 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Steelers.
They run it again with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Here's 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Steelers offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
To throw is Sanders. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one too wide and incomplete. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
2 yards. It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Marquise Bell. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Williams now from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings on a 2nd.
On the run, it's Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Sanders to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 76 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. Showed a nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 7.
Second and 3. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. They need 2. Here's third down. To the air. Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on third and 2.
For a Seahawks first down. An 8-yard pickup.
Again, he'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. He's got room at the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 13
yards on the play. That's another Seahawks.
Now a man has been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And the Seahawks first down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Loss of 6 yards. It's fourth down and goal.
Myers' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Sanders. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
It's now third down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Clinton Williams.
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Here's Williams, throwing to start the drive.
Williams pass, intended for Travis Kelce, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And Diggs has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. To throw, Williams. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. The short throw pulled in by Woods. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
Play action. It's Sanders. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Sanders. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Sanders. Quick hitch, complete. It's Woods. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt on 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Williams. And that will be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Seattle. That's taken on the 25. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. Quinton Williams. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shedeur. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he'll be out right at the 35. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Dancing away at the 35. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on a return. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
To throw now, here's Sanders. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 47.
They'll run it. Warren. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take the score and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Williams looking to do it himself. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing is Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Seattle defense getting set to go. They're just looking for one final stop here, put a capper on this affair.
Get this game over with. That's all they're talking about. It's that simple. Finish this thing off, and let's get to the locker room and celebrate.
Celebration, that's what they're hoping to do soon, but still a little work to do. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it. The time's definitely running out.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Seahawks, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.